Check it out. Hit you with no delaying, so what you saying, yo? Silly with your ice grilly with the dilly, yo. When I be on the mic, yes, I do my duty, yo. While up in the club like we while in the studio. You know when to violate, baby, really and truly, yo. My main thug, villain ain't Julio, he moody, yo. Type of brother that it with the real shook, scared to death, act, yo. X that, look at shorty, she a little cutie, yo. The way she make me wanna get all in the, yo. Top mistress of the videos. While I'm with my freak like we up in the freak shows. Hit you with the make you feel it all in your toes. Hot, got all my people in red clothes. Metaphors when I formulate my flows. If you don't know, you're messing with lyrical player pros. Like that. You wanna party with me? Let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands with my eyes to see. Straight buck wildin' in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me, let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands with my eyes to see. Straight buck wildin' in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me.
Here we go, here we go.
Here we go again.
Hot go. Come on, set.
You can't ask his then ask his
Ready?
Stepping like parades about them rings. My little Tinker Bell, cause I'm fly as Peter Pan. Let's go.
Let's
Get
go.
some money, they playing. Hopped up out this circle from my red land. Tired of buying cars in my driveway jam. The neighbors figure out who I am.
Shut up.
Who I be.
Set.
They say money comes with diamonds in my teeth. Down with Jordans on my feet. Messed up in your yard like trick or treat. You better play your cards right. You better not ever reach. For this chain over here, I underneath. Yeah, I ripped that 5, but I 6 feet deep. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Set. Ready. Ready.
I won't doubt it, I won't. He wants me to always follow us. Mind his spirit. Feel like I'm floating in my time. One life, right now.
Got it. Ready.
One life, live it in.
Let go.
Got God on the line, to the devil I'm fine. He always trying his best. Top of the pole, me and my bros. When the story gets told, it's gonna be BMF.
Down. Set go. Set.
Yeah, you better pat me
Set.
down, pray for peace before you let us in. My jettison is full of carnivores and lettuce men.
Let's go now.
Positive, then we can be the best of friends. We drink the
Set go.
fire from the fountain and excellence. Open stores, open doors, control the course. No remorse, I make law fact like
Set.
making seconds to records, the textures you
Huh.
could never touch the circle I roll and you overstepped your effort. I'm the shepherd and leopards are
Ready, ready.
you fall apart, I'll build it back with better.
Go.
I'm a scoundrel with my pen works adventures. My punchlines are too raw for glass jars and pictures. You think you've seen
Ready,
madness?
ready.
Well, I am the center. I'm only happy in the
Ready,
center.
ready.
The weather. Watch out now. Come and be water.
Ready.
Not
Ready.
going under. Not gonna let you go.
Here we go. Set.
What you watch
Huh.
out now. Come and be water.
Here we go. Here we go.
My mistake, my mistake.
Set up.
Damn, my mistake, my mistake. And darling, mama, searching for better days.
Okay. Ready.
Cutting through this
Hot go.
to McDonald's, cause I've learned something from years ahead. And if I got something to say,
Come on,
then
set.
I'ma say something. If
Hot,
you're
hot.
for all these beatings and fighting for what I'm loving. If the whole world's throwing us sparks, I keep on trucking, yeah. I ain't got time. You gotta get your heads right.
Let's go.
I'll find some rope and you can go
Ready.
and hang tight. It's getting dark, dark as midnight. This beat swinging so hard, we in a fist. Tippy, tippy,
go now.
I need it.
Set.
Cat. Okay, it's me and my kinfolk. Cat, that is my MO. 925
Set.
code. Don't give a
Go.
what you been. Share they G, put a friend. They want a lot, not a little. I get something. Give me something.
Ready.
What you gonna do for that end zone?
Ready.
I'm in the end zone, rocking that Kenzo. My and Kindle. Underneath the going triple.
Ready.
I need a pack and a half. I broke up my man's a stack and a half. I told my mama I'm bringing that back. I got it. I'm backing.
Here we go. Shot.
Till I can't.
Ready.
Saw mama, yeah, nut. It was me and bro, buck with the plate. Best league, we had 50 cent cake.
Here we go.
So she know we ain't got no time to waste.
Hot.
Let Adam crunch the numbers. I gotta make sure that mama is straight. She wanna make sure that mama is real. Kissing
Ready. Break.
back in the day, I
Ready.
had a whip. I just pulled up in a tank. I'ma pull up so look.
Come on. Set.
Man, I'm
Ready.
bang. Come with the bang. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Let's go.
What you gonna do? What you
Let's
gonna
go.
do? What you gonna do? Open up.
Get up.
I'm on a Sony lot. Eating a lot of chips stacking
Set.
the
Ready.
If I get the pop,
Set. Go.
my mom get a coupe, my mom get a lot of rocks. I ain't got to mouth, let that in the past. I'm feeling the gas, I'm full elevated.
Go.
Kiss him and ride, how you want deposit?
Set. Go.
Cash. Red light, yellow light, green light, go. The events, I hit the bank home. I won't keep quiet, I'm in it.
Set.
Yeah, my best friend cup, leave me alone.
Huh.
No, my she's sippy your home, and I business man, so I give her a loan now. 3 pumps in the chain from the Homer. Her Bucky a goner. Her get Bucky a goner.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Let's go now. Ready. Set. Go. Ready.
Straight up out the objects, I'm a big. If I got up, I'ma sip. I run the wrestle with my queen like London and Nip. But I got rich on all these, I didn't forget back. I had to go through the struggle, I didn't forget that. I hopped inside of the Maybach and now I can sit.
Ready. Hut. Here we go. Shot.
Pat me down and pray for peace before you let us in. But jettison, carnivores and lettuce men. You pushing positive, then we can be.
Here we go. Hut.
Fly from the fountain and excellence. Open source, open doors like a Trojan horse.
Come on. Set. Ready.
Law fact like college course. Making seconds to records, the Texas you could never. Turn a circle full and you overstepped your record.
Let's go.
I'm the sheep and
Ready.
the leopards, I'll pull you back together. You fall apart, I'll build it back. I'm a scoundrel
Shut up.
with my pen works
Shut up.
adventures. My punchlines are too raw for glass jars and dentures. You think you see madness? Well, I am the center.
Ready, set.
I'm only happy in
Set.
the
Go.
the weather. Watch out now. Come heavy water.
Set. Ready.
It's on now. Not going under.
On the ready. Go.
Let you go. Pay what you owe. Watch out now. Come heavy water.
Go. Ready. Ready. Hut. Set. Hut. Let's go now. Ready.
Keep on trucking, yeah. I ain't got time. We gotta get your heads right. I'll find some rope and you can go and hang tight. It's getting dark as midnight.
tonight. His beat swinging so hard, we in a fist. Tippy, tippy toe, watch me dip and roll. Round the corner, run another level, watch my in the glow.
Watch out now, come heavy water. It's high now, not going under. Oh, 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 not gonna let you go. Oh, 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 pay what you owe. Watch out now, come heavy water. Gonna run down a bad man today. Gonna run down, gonna hunt down a bad man like prey. When the sun down, gonna come round, set fire ablaze. Gonna run down a bad man today. Said the ragamuffin man, them not play. My bloodline everywhere, they got it coming anyway. You know the struggling ain't living, so the hustle comes easy. So listen up when they hear me say, watch out now, come heavy water. It's high now, not going under. Not gonna let you go. Pay what you owe. Watch out now, come heavy water.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Both feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now, don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, get before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall in the shack now. Still push a button to let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
hey, all my hot girls yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em
hey,
out.
all the dope boys yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
front to back, yeah, yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
to get with other southern rapper hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by, I'm moving the bricks. You talk about, now we're doing it, prick. You in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. If I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines.
BA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Here's the kicker, Harrison Mevis, out to get us started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, now McCarthy. Pressure comes in, he's brought down, it's a Panther sack. He couldn't get rid of it, he takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. There go play action, here's McCarthy. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves. Go street.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Check go.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. That's taken in. It's Xavier Ligon. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open. I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Come on, set. Ready.
Young. Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. And he will take it across for Panthers touchdown. Daniel Bellinger, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now a 2nd and 10. On play action, McCarthy. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Samuel going to go in motion right. Young going to give it up on the touch pass. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 2. Young going to give to Brooks. And shedding through the tackle. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Young. This pass into the hands of Bellinger. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Daniel Bellinger. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Throwing is McCarthy. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Looking to throw McCarthy. That's caught downfield by Pickens. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
60 bison.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. He's got it. Touchdown. T.J. Hockenson from 21 yards away. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. Quarterback loves the receivers, but sometimes his best friend is that tight end.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, isn't it? Because we always talk about the guys out wide and how acrobatic they are. But that tight end, great sight lines, easier throws, they become a bigger and bigger weapon as the NFL evolves.
Kevin O'Connell choosing to leave his guys out there, and they'll go for 2. McCarthy going to look to throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
From the 46, here's a 2nd and 4. They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down. The Panthers at 8-8 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Once again, it's Brooks. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Let's go.
Young off the bootleg. steps away. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
So in this case, you'd think the defense would be collapsing to the left side of the field, and they forced him to his left. So he just tucked it away and picked up some yardage.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. A run out of the gun with Brooks. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt. For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
A quick throw by Young, caught out wide. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
With the score, Panthers 14, Vikings 8.
Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Brooks is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Extra point attempt to come here. He knocks it through, and he extends the lead to 21-8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Let's go now.
Here's McCarthy. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
Now McCarthy. Forced out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
2nd and 10. McCarthy off the play fake. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Derek Brown busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack. But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th, and the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Up the middle with Brooks here. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Go! Let's go!
They'll stay on the ground with Brooks. Touchdown, Carolina! Jonathan Brooks, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To the air with McCarthy. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Off play action. McCarthy. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Down the sideline he goes. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. Fights off the defender.
Wrap up.
Still moving. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Backed up where they were on this side of the field, that was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a 1st down in that situation?
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Looking to throw. McCarthy. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The final shot before break. McCarthy. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. 2nd half action underway. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the 2nd half will commence from the 30-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the 2nd half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Young off the play fake. Sliding out of the pocket.
That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And out across midfield down to the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Second down and 6 now. Here's a handoff to Brooks running left. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 113 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just...
And he will score! Touchdown, Panthers! Deebo Samuel, 28 yards. And the Panthers extend their lead yet again. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Let's go now.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
They'll try and run for this with Wright. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Wright. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a give to Brooks running right. And yet again, he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 3rd down, they go with Brooks. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, they'll stay with Wright on the ground. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. McCarthy operating from the gun. He's going to look deep for more. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Panthers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy. We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
A handoff running left, Brooks. There he goes, left side. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Brooks, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Panthers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And they're going to be backed up to start. A big hit there on the return. Stops him dead in his tracks.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Extra point attempt here still to come. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as he'll be backed up to start this drive.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. 44 yards rushing for them now to this point.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
Now 2nd and 3. They'll run out of the gun with Wright. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, partner, I haven't seen a vote for most popular player on the team. This guy's got to get a lot of votes. He does not care, does he? Totally unselfish, physical runner, doesn't worry about yardage, just keeps moving the chains, being a team player.
Here we go. 19 Tiger.
They'll run on 1st down with Wright. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Hands it off out of the gun. Shows off the quick feet as he takes this one up to the 20. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Back to throw. McCarthy. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to get the 1st here as he's taken down at the 25. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the 1st down.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. They They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
From the gun on 3rd down. McCarthy working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to wind up with a 1st down as he's able to even dive for a little extra yardage at the tail end there. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And